First game on the board, Bucs -7, total of 52.5 at the Eagles. You know who I'm going to first. Rome, how you feel?
All right, so I like this game on specifically on a Thursday night for the Eagles, and we like playing home teams on Thursday nights for all the cliche reasons. They don't have to travel; they sleep in their own beds on the short week, and the preparing is just a little bit easier on the home team for Thursday night. So this kind of goes back to one of those cliche plays for years now. Thursday night teams at home catching points are it's always a sexy angle. And I'm going to be square here. Well, I don't know if this is square side, but I'm going to be square here and following that trend. While I think a lot of people obviously like the Bucs, I don't know who's too comfortable laying 7. I'm not ever comfortable laying 7 on the road, specifically on the short week. I don't care if it's Brady. I really don't care who it is. I'm not laying 7 on the road when I have so many other options, so many other games to play, when I can catch points or lay a shorter number. So I like the Eagles here, and it kind of goes just on the line. I mean, we could talk about how bad the Eagles have looked this past weekend. Poor in Carolina, no real points. There's no real motivation to look at this game and say, I want to bet the Eagles, which is why I'm probably going to bet the Eagles here. Catching 7, that's a true 9 on a neutral. So they're saying the Bucs are 9 points better than this Eagles team. That's about right. That's about on par. But I just want to go back to last year. Bucs in Chicago laying a flat 3 on Thursday night. And last year's Chicago team, this is early season Chicago team. This is Mitchell Trubisky. This is bad Chicago Bears, and then you got the hot Bucs coming into town laying that flat 3, and so Bucs look like they're in control of that game for the most part. I want to say they ended up losing that game outright. They definitely didn't cover the 3.
That was the 4. That was the 4-finger game. Yeah, that was the infamous.
Yeah, that was the infamous Brady thing, and it was 3rd down or 4th down, and you need to get off the field because you're old. But goes on to win the Super Bowl. The rest is history, right? Here we are again, couple months later. Bucs on the road. Primetime games. What was the Bucs' shortcomings last year? Primetime games. We only talk about covering spreads here on this podcast. So they weren't covering primetime game spreads. Here they are again, short week, laying 7 on the road after 2 weeks in which they, two big weeks. You go up to Foxborough. We know that. They come back. They get, a lot of people would think they cruised past Miami. Those guys played damn near the whole game.
It was close. It was close in the first half, right? And in the second half,
those boys played the whole game, and Brady chucked it around more than I really think he had to. Is like we were watching that game together. It just really felt like Brady was going for blood early in that game, but it didn't let up in the second half. So we kind of attributed that to being Brady trying to get these boys out of here so they can just rest in the second half. But they didn't really rest. So here they are, short week, going to Philly, favored by 7. I like the Eagles. I have nothing on handicapping the Eagles. I'm not going to get deep on the Eagles as to why I like them. I like them on the line, and I like them because they're the home team on the short week catching points, and the Bucs are not good in prime time.
Gotcha. I did want to mention, Rome, you mentioned to me this past week, so I'm going to start saying them at the beginning of the games. But the Eagles, 7-2 against the spread as a home dog since 2017.
That good?
That's pretty good, but that's just the last, 4 or 5 years. That's not, necessarily under this regime. But the Bruce Arians 17-13 against the spread is a road fave. They're just 6-6 against the spread as a road fave. The Bucs are under Bruce Arians though. For me, I'm gonna just lean with the Eagles. I think what was happening with Brady last week is there are certain moments, and I saw this last year against Detroit, where you can just start to try to really build your offensive rapport. Obviously, they haven't been hitting on all cylinders yet this year. Last week was the first time we saw that. He saw an opportunity to do that and, really have that rapport going forward. So it was a good opportunity to take. But this week, coming on a short Thursday night football, I lean with the Eagles. I mean, the Bucs still have a ton of injuries in the backfield. Antoine Winfield Jr. may play the safety. But they still weren't looking good with him out there, and the rest of those Carlton Davises of the world. So I'm gonna lean with the Eagles. I think the receivers can get off in this game. I'm thinking of Devontae Smith. I don't know if Dallas Goedert is going to play. Apparently, he's on the COVID IR. So, but I'm gonna lean with the Eagles, considering that I think Jalen Hurts, he showed some things last week, some moxie in that game against Carolina on the road. He's going to be able to scramble, I think. So they may have more rushing yards than the Bucs usually give up because of the scramble factor. So I'm gonna lean with the Eagles plus the points here. I'll take the home dog. Salman, how do you feel about this game?
Yeah, I don't got too much for it. I'm leaning Eagles here for three reasons. One is the main thing that you pointed out earlier in this season in the podcast about the Bucks, and what Rome just pointed out as well about them not covering in these primetime games. I'm not going to be fooled by it this week. Second reason is I think this Eagles D line is really good. Every time I watch them, they're just getting to the quarterback. Obviously, you get to Brady, you can probably win a game or say. Third thing is I see this as like a classic NFC game. Saw that with the Eagles last week when it was Eagles Panthers. I was like, Panthers are favorite here, but this seems like a classic like NFC game that the Eagles will probably win. So I kind of
Right.
see this as the same type of thing here. Eagles Bucks vintage NFC game here. I don't think the Eagles win, but I just think they'll cover the 7 points. So I'm just gonna lean Eagles here.
All right, Keith, what do you think about this game? Eagles 7-point dogs at home.
I mean, honestly, I don't have too much to say about it as well. Like, I got it marked as a red. Like, I
Yep.
wouldn't necessarily.
Got a lot of red this week, though. Keith.
Yeah, no, but this one was for sure super red. I would on the Thursday night land 7 points on the road. So a lot of what Rome was saying. I have a super slight lean with the Bucks here, but I would agree that it's like the square side is like I think they're the better team. But it's a super red for me. It'll be interesting to watch, honestly, though, given that the Bucks give up so much with the pass. To me, it doesn't seem like the Eagles are running as much as they probably should have, just with the personnel they have. But I mean, it seems to work for them. So it'll be interesting to see, like, I guess, how the two coaches go about the game plan. Like, are the Eagles going to come into this game really thinking they're going to try to outshoot Tom Brady? So it's a definite stay away from me, because I could see this game going a wildly different ways, like go way under, but then I can also see it being a shootout as a total to suggest. So if I'm going to go by what the numbers say, the high total in a shootout, I have to lean Bucks, but the number is just way too scary on the road, the short week.
And let's be honest here, we're not expecting the Eagles to come out and be able to run the football against the Bucks, because who has been able to do that this year? So their best bet is going to be Jalen Hurts. I think they understand that, and I'm comfortable catching those points at home with a guy in Jalen Hurts who's been running for his life for 5 weeks already. So it's not like, these other rookie quarterbacks and Mac Jones the prior weekend where they asked him to throw the ball, and he did successfully well, completing 19 passes in a row at one point. What the Patriots did, they just folded. They ran the ball to running backs 4 times, -4 yards on those carries. The rest of the game, they continued to throw the ball, and they had no problem doing that. But that was a rookie quarterback.
The part that scares me, though, Rome, is that I can see the Bucks winning this game either style. I know Salman talked about the Eagles D line, but they've actually been terrible against the actual run. They've been getting to the quarterback, but absolutely putrid against the run. The Bucks aren't the greatest running team, but I do think they, with Bruce Arians, if they see that as a weakness, and Tom Brady, he's only going to do what works. If that's working, he's going to do that, eat you up, and play action you to death.
And I agree with that, because on a short week, that makes even more sense, right? Let's just get out of here.
This could be a big Fournette week random, and everybody's talking about, like, I could see that.